Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Just want to do a weekly review. It is February 6th, and Deutsche Bank is under question on their solvency. If you didn't know, Deutsche Bank has one of the biggest derivative balance sheets as a bank, and it's upwards of 70 trillion. Yeah, put that in perspective, I guess the US GDP is about, what, 12.5 trillion a year. So a tremendous amount of derivatives on their balance sheet. And its chart, here's the previous low. It has broken previous lows. And it's broken out past its pattern. The oil trade is causing havoc on this bank. Lots of questions of their solvency and if they're going to be able to pay out on their oil trades that are sinking. So keep a heads up. The chart looks horrible. This is a monthly chart here, and it's breaking the previous lows. And that's as far back as I can go on this chart, but far enough to see that it's breaking down and it's in no man's land, similar to how crude was the other week as it floated down past previous lows here. Crude is in a little, let me change this, and it's in a pattern. So here's our pattern. It made a bottom and made a higher low, and it also made a lower high. So it's in this pattern. You can see it, bam, bam, bam. See if it'll touch this or break on through. Now you can see the steepness of this, and how I always say that the steeper the angle, the less the support. So it might just slide and slice all the way through. And that's about it on oil. I mean, what can you say? Watch it breaking out of this pattern. Could be a consolidation. If it saves itself here, watch a break here, so on and so forth. Watch a break down from here. And there you go. Just keep an eye on it. Some people are saying $10 oil. You never know. US dollar broke down with a vengeance last week, as you can tell, and it did bounce. And news came out on Friday that blah blah blah, dollar rebounds. Oh my God, if you don't know how to read charts, and you're in trouble listening to that crap. But I imagine price is going to come down to here. What this Friday move was a bearish retracement, right? It broke down past its trend line, did a bearish retracement, and closed below the trend, this trend line here. It tried to break into previous lows, and it backed off. So it did a 1-2. That's a bearish retracement. Look for a bounce at the next line here, right about, let's just call it 96. As it loses its legs, maybe it'll reach 95 and some change. Again, on the monthly, on the dollar, take care of these lines. It's this next line of support here at 96. So it's almost there. See what happens. looking for more bearishness, as on a weekly it encompasses all these previous candles, and I imagine it's going to break into previous highs, break down into previous highs. S&P still in that pattern. Don't know what to say, but last Friday was pretty bearish. You can see the candle bouncing off the bottom. Again, it did cut through, but it did close above. So look for a bounce if it has any strength at all. But you can see the lower highs it's putting in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's closing on its lows or close to it. It looks bearish, but again, you never know. This thing could just rebound. We got a lot of resistance here as the 34 keeps pulling down as the price stays in this little pattern. So watch for any kind of bounce, and if it does break out, look for resistance at the next 34, breaking into previous lows. That's it for S&P. Doesn't look good. Gold and silver, what a run, what awesome. Gold is breaking into it broke past my target. My target was right at that line, and it $25 more past my target. It's breaking this previous high, that previous high. It's breaking into previous lows, as you can see on the monthly 13. I was looking at this thing last night thinking this is a reverse head and shoulders. That's a morning star. Everything is pointing to bullish, breaking into these previous lows. We can get into these previous lows, consolidate above our 34 on a monthly. We will see trend change within the month. That is awesome. I see that we can get the 13, no problem, if this pattern continues. And what I'm seeing here is a 1, 2, maybe another 3 bar. I think you call them like the 3 white soldiers or something like that. But nonetheless, this is a morning star pattern. This is a reverse head and shoulders chart pattern. So we got everything bullish. Everything. I think it'll bust through 12, no problem, next week. Especially if we get another long soldier. So it looks awesome. I think 1300 is no problem. And as a matter of fact, I've been scrambling around trying to sell stuff so I can buy more. Because this bottom came pretty strongly. I think it's very strong. Silver, same thing. Just amazing. If it does the same as gold, where my target is at 1550, because you can see on gold, let's change this to a weekly. You can see how on a weekly it just busted out of that 34 trend EMA, surpassed my target, and it's almost as if this candle and my target is at 50% of the candle, almost, but not quite. The other thing that's so bullish on this thing, it closed the week on its highs. That means that till the end of the trading day, everyone was buying. Not one seller, you know, I don't see any wick, just closed on its highs, very bullish. But what I was saying about silver is if this reverse head and shoulders pattern broke through my target, I'm guessing that silver is going to break through the target and match these highs here. At least break into previous lows in this consolidation right here. Break in the previous lows, tap, tap, 16. If we can weekly trend change above 1550 next week, this thing is going to change trends so fast you wouldn't believe it. That's what I think. Very, very, very bullish. Gold and silver, awesome. That's my weekly update. Keep an eye and please keep stacking, because the rest of the financial markets are in turmoil. Exponentially worse every day. Seriously bad. So keep up to date, keep stacking. Hopefully we can get through all of this. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, comment, and let me know what's going on out there. And I appreciate you watching.